was fun. We see he gets hit, drops his hammer, which can apparently be picked up by anybody at this point. It doesn't have the same. And the crooks even point that out.
Yeah,
Milner.
And at some point he's like, where, what, and it's just gone.
I like this. It's like, get his hammer. It ain't whatever. We can lift this one. Like, that same morning. That's all they give us.
Sorry. He loses his hammer. Cut back to now. And Spidey tells Stark that he'll see if he can move some things around. Stark's like, see if you can move some things around, and hangs up on him.
Oh.
And at this point, Pete's kind of weighing out his stuff. He's like, well, if I'm part of the Avengers, I am entitled to maybe some pay, so I could really use that, and da-da-da. And basically says his goodbyes to Mary Jane and takes off to help out the Avengers.
He says, don't wait up. I never do.
Yeah.
She knows. She's practical about it.
Yeah, and as he's leaving, she hears a voice behind her say, don't you hate how he's always doing that? And
some things never change.
Yeah, some things never change.
Which I know who it is, but we'll say it at the end here. We cut to the lady at the beginning, Miss
Drake.
Yeah.
Thank you. Addressing an army of cloaked, color-coded Rangers.
Yeah.
You see the Red Rangers and the Black Rangers. She's monologuing to them about how all these villains have come up and kind of made a mockery of their business. And
they denigrate the rules and order that the guild goes by.
Yeah, and then they said there's also, on the other side, there's heroes that have risen up to make it even more dangerous than it should ever be.
Self-appointed vigilantes taking the law into their own hands. Yeah, definitely, making it more difficult for them to carry out their sacred duties.
I appreciate the inclusion of Devil Dinosaur.
Moon Girl? Is Moon Girl also there?
It looks like it's Moon someone. I can't really tell. It's gender neutral there.
Moon person.
So they're talking to us like, why? She's saying like, it's too dangerous, which is why we will strike them first.
Right.
And assert their dominion. We will show everything, that nothing need belong to any one man, that it belongs to everyone,
And from there she sends the guild out to steal everything they can from everybody, all the heroes, that were aforementioned, whatever, and declares that today the Thieves Guild is reborn.
We gotta finally get to see a shot of the Celestial of the Avengers, find their stronghold, find their last refuge, and take everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything they hold dear. But then I like the little shot of Ghost Rider.
Yeah. They cut to Ghost Rider, who's standing there with the real dude, where's my car kind of look, exclaiming, oh man, I could have sworn this was where I parked, which I think is one of the outtakes from this, one of Stan Lee's outtakes from Ant-Man and the Wasp, from his cameo.
Right.
I think he said, oh man, I could have sworn I parked here. So I think they took that directly from there and put it in the comic, and I'm like, because I just watched that the other day.
Yeah.
We see X-Men. We see Doctor Strange, who lost the eye
Eye of Agamotto.
Oh, that's bad. That's probably bad.
Punisher.
His entire armor is gone.
Somebody's gonna pay.
Ouch.
Yeah, and then we see Spider-Man on top of a roof, getting ready to jump off. He jumps off. He goes, help!
Oh!
No web slingers.
I like that.
No web shooters.
Yeah, I like how before that he's like, looks like a job for the world's best detective, and also me, the guy who never wins at Clue.
Oh my god.
And he jumps off to go swing and doesn't notice that his web shooters have been stolen from his suit.
Oh, that's
So
sad.
I really should have seen that coming. Plus, I could probably survive this fall, I think.
And he doesn't want to find out how the sidewalk would feel on his back from the height he's at. says if there was only something on the way down, something I could, and is suddenly caught by the black cat mid-swing. And he's like, oh my God, thank God, whatever. And he's super thankful, and he starts to express his...
Did I butt dial you?
Yeah, right? All with the banter, and starts to express his appreciation to her, and she's like, oh, what is it?
Save it, Spider.
Save it, Spider. We have some unfinished business. She slashes across his face, tearing his mask, and letting him know basically that she's not there on a social call or a friendly visit, and that leaves the book on a to be continued.
Was she also like, I have to protect my son? That's maybe not yours.
Yeah, no, that was in the game, and man, I love that this story came out right after that DLC came out, and it was called The Heist, and this one's called Heist, and I thought there couldn't be, it can't just be a coincidence, these parallels can't be a coincidence, but it was super cool, and I really enjoyed this issue of The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was super cool, but my belief is that the voice that Mary Jane heard was Felicia.
You think
Kidnapping
it's Felicia?
her.
Oh, you think so, huh?
I just said it. No, yes, I do. That's my theory. I'm like, oh, that's gotta be, because who else? Unless it's either Craven.
Craven, yeah.
Craven could have gotten her, as he knows.
Right.
Or Centipede guy, but
Yeah.
I think he would have been a little bit more creepy about it in dark alley type thing. But she was in an alley, but.
Or one of
Not
the
dark
other
one.
visions, or not visions, one of the other villains that the Centipede guys reached out to, maybe, even.
Yeah, it could be completely somebody else too, but I honestly think it's either Felicia kidnapping her or it's going to be Craven.
Yeah, Craven sounds right to me, but yeah, for sure, dig it.
Dig it, sucker!
I dug that book pretty well.
So yeah, let's go to the Wheel of Density. But wait,
Oh
no,
no,
the Wheel of
the Wheel
Density?
of Density. We have one book left.
One book left.
Well, we have one book left, so we have to go to the Wheel of Destiny. Who's going to lead?
That is the most quiet
Ever.
Alright, so yeah, we got the Spider-Geddon number 2.
Yep.
It's a continuation of, kind of from Peter Parker, but also from everything.
Yeah, it's just a continuation.
So, check it out on the next segment.
for sure.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for like, subscribe.
Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Bye.
Okay, see you guys next time.
We'll see you
Bye.
with our eyes. Or, no, we'll see you with our ears. We are Daredevil. Bye! Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed this, connect with us on social media, and of course like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Music is brought to you by Kevin MacLeod. Find more of his music by visiting lincolnpetch.com or clicking on the link in the description. If you want to listen to more, find us on anchor.fm, our website on stapledtogetherpod.wixsite.com, and pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts.